Hi students, hoping everyone good. Sorry for the little interruption. I got some little disturbance. That's why I'm going to break this vocabulary into two parts. So please hope you understand this. Okay. So where I stopped in the previous vocabulary part, I'm going to start from there in this video. I'm hoping definitely you can understand and you can catch my words. Okay. So bang. Bang means a sudden loud noise. A sudden loud noise. Next, clang means make a loud ringing sound like that of metal being hit. So whenever we throw a metal, so how it makes sounds, that we call clang. Next, buzz, a continuous sound like the one a bee makes. So bees can make continuous sound, always zoom. So in the same way, a continuous sound like one a bee makes is called buzz. Next, ring. Make a sound like the telephone or a bell makes. So, how telephones and bells make sound is called ring. So, that is these words meanings. So, these all words related to sound. So, these are the meaning of these sounded words. Okay, students. Now we are going to discuss about third Roman in our vocabulary. See here. Here is given one passage and middle of the passage we are getting some blanks. What we have to do now? We should fulfill these blanks with the help of these linkers. Now I am going to read the whole passage once for you. Just watch it very carefully. A young doctor lived in a village. The doctor told his friends in an interesting story about himself and a cobra. It was a hot summer night. He opened the doctor. He heard a sound that was well known to him. He and rats shared the same room. There was no electricity in the house. He took out of the box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. He took off his clothes and lay down. He could not sleep. He got up from the bed and started reading a story book. Near the table there was mirror. Tempted him to look into at himself. He was unmarried. He was particular about his handsomeness. He wanted to marry a woman doctor. Had plenty of money and should be fat. He was having such thoughts. Suddenly he felt a rubber tube had fallen on the ground. A snake landed on his shoulder. At that time, the only thing he could do was to pray to God. The snake would bite him at any moment. Suddenly it turned its head and started admiring its beauty in the mirror. The doctor was thus saved. Okay, it is our passage what is given here. Now we should fulfill and complete the passage with the linkers what is given in the box. Let us see first what kind of linkers is given in the box. First one, as if, but, who, when, which, so, why. So these are the linkers what is given in the box. With the help of these linkers we should fulfill this blanks of the passage. Hope you are understanding it. Now I am going to tell you this. Okay, let's see. A young doctor lived in a village. The doctor told his friends in an interesting story about himself and a cobra. It was a hot summer night. So he opened. So the whole passage happened in the story. Already we can definitely have an idea about this passage. So what is the right linker of these linkers? Definitely when. So when he opened the door, he heard a sound that was well known to him. So what is that? So what is the right linker here? Which was well known to him. Already I think he had a relation with that sound. That's why he heard a sound which was well known to him. He and rats shared the same room. There was no electricity in the house. He took out of the box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. So what is the word? So there was no electricity in the house. So he took out of the box of matches and lit a kerosene lamp. That's it. So is the right linker to fulfill this blank. Okay. So that is the next. He took off his clothes and lay down as he could not sleep. So what is the right linker there? Actually, he took off his clothes. So he removed his clothes and lay down. But he could not sleep. So but is the correct linker to fulfill that blank. Next. He got up from the bed and started reading a storybook. Near the table there was a mirror that tempted him to look into it himself. So what is that? Definitely there was a mirror which tempted. So which is tempting us to look our reflection into itself. So which is the perfect word to fulfill that? So which is the right linker to fulfill that blank? So which tempted him to look into at himself? He was unmarried. Yes, he was particular about his handsomeness. So what is that? He was unmarried. So he was particular about his handsomeness. He wanted to marry a woman doctor. Had plenty of money and should be fat. So what is the right word there? The woman doctor who had plenty of money and should be fat. He was having such thoughts. Suddenly he felt. While is the correct linker in this blank to fulfill? While he was having such thoughts in his brain, suddenly he felt as if a rubber tube had fallen on the ground. A snake landed on his shoulder. So landed, but a snake landed on his shoulder. At that time, the only thing he could do was to pray to God. The snake would bite him at any moment. Suddenly, moment. But is the right word here to fulfill. But suddenly it turned its head and started admiring its beauty in the mirror. The doctor was thus saved. So dear students, basically when the snake landed himself, he got a very fear. That's why he became like a stone. So after a few minutes, the snake turned its head. But unfortunately, the snake turned its head and it is having his reflection into the mirror and it started to admiring its own beauty. So it is happened in the story. So this is the passage how we need to fulfill with the given linkers in this passage. So with this we completed our vocabulary what we have in our first unit. Okay dear students, hoping you are enjoyed and you understood everything what I taught you now. And one more thing, just to note down these all things in your textbook as well as your notebooks. Okay now, I hope you can definitely do this work for you and we'll meet again in our next video. Until then everyone, keep smiling and see you then. Okay, thanks for watching this video.